Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball. And what's good, everyone? Glad to have you guys in the stream being a part here tonight on the channel as we are getting ready a couple minutes from now until we tip off between the Boston Celtics and the Atlanta Hawks. My first Celtics stream in quite a bit of time, and it's looking pretty impressive so far in the Summer League. Both of these teams undefeated at 2-0 so far in the Summer League. Celtics won in overtime their first game over Toronto on a Friday, 83-80. Charlotte, Celtics took on Charlotte yesterday and then won that game 87-75 yesterday. Atlanta 2-0 as well in the Summer League. They dominated the Spurs on Thursday, 93-66, coming off a win over Brooklyn, 83-76. If you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. And some of the shining stars so far in the Summer League. Celtics led by John Tonje, 18.5 points per game that he is averaging, shooting 50% from the floor, 61.5% from three. He had a 20-point game, the first game against Toronto, in the OT victory on Friday, 17 against Charlotte. But Hugo Gonzalez really shining as a playmaker throughout the course of the Summer League so far. He is averaging 6 assists per game and just needs to get his shooting efficiency up there. He has been struggling from the floor, but he's averaging 15.5 points per game, and the future cornerstone piece for the team, only 20 years old for Ugo. But two guys really standing out are the two rookies that they have, with Dylan Mitchell coming off a great game against Charlotte, a 24-point game where he had 6 steals. And then Chris Sanak, he drilled a game-tying 3 on Friday, and having a pretty solid Summer League so far. Hey, what's good? Ron in the street. Jeffrey, welcome in. No, I didn't hear about that. Wow. Thanks for the update there. Anastasia, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Said 6 o'clock tip-off, so it should be starting very soon. This game's on Amazon Prime Video, where it's on tonight. Celtics got a lot of good, physical, athletic dudes that they have on their Summer League squad. It's a good sign to see that these guys have been scoring for them, because a lot of these guys that they took are offensive products, but they got projects, but they got a bunch of the physical tools for them. So they're kind of guys in the similar pathway of a Jordan Walsh in the Celtics organization, whereas these guys, super physical, athletic freaks. Chris Sanak, Dylan Mitchell, just an athlete, just a high motor type of player. It's really good that he was able to score 24 points out of him, because he's a guy who isn't really known to take over games, and he does all the scrappy stuff, all the little things. Same as Sanak. Sanak's such a good offensive rebounder, and yeah, that's why I think their identity is going to be this year for Boston. They got Mitchell Robinson in free agency, one of the best offensive rebounders in the NBA. Yeah, that was very bad with the trade. I feel like I've been watching some stuff, so it has gotten my hopes up about the trade, but I think Jaylen Brown is going to go out on revenge whenever he plays against the Celtics and determined to drop down 30, 40, 50 points on them. He's out for blood for Jaylen Brown, and yeah, I think that's right now it looks like a terrible trade. We'll see what happens down the line, like 3 years from now or so. But as of now, like the fan in me completely hates it. There's some people out there, more so like organization wise, saying how it's going to help out in the future. But I mean, it just I'm not too happy about what went down there. But we'll see. Oh wow, Comcast showing this game as well. Thanks for the update, Jeffrey. Greg in the stream, welcome in. Both teams undefeated so far in the summer league. This is a good test for the Celtics tonight. Atlanta's got the best defense through 2 games in the summer league, allowing opponents to average just 71 points per game. All right, Celtics going left to right in the floor. They get the white jerseys tonight, green numbers, green letters, and the red jerseys for the Hawks, white numbers, white letters. Celtics got Paul George in return, plus draft picks that they got. And we are underway as the Celtics control the opening tip. Number 26, Curtis Jones getting the starts. As he sends it off to Sanak. Sanak inside the key, working on 2 defenders. Gets it out to Dylan Mitchell. Mitchell coming off a game-high 24 points in the win yesterday. Straightaway 3, bullseye by Boston. That is number 41, Tucker DeReeves from Indiana State. Out in the Missouri Valley. Atlanta missing the mark on the 3. Sanak controls the defensive rebounds. Curtis Jones out to the corner. DeReeves again. He's a shooter. Tucker DeReeves knocks down another 3. Wow, that's a gem right there. If they're able to get this guy in a 2-way contract for him. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, is to keep the faith. So, Paul George is 36 years old. I guess the benefit is that he has a 1 year less than Jaylen Brown in his contract. Jaylen Brown was in the prime of his career, age 29. I mean, only time will tell about it. When it first came out, everybody was like, what in the world is going on? It seems like it's starting to make sense a little bit more day by day. And John Tonje, wraparound layup, scores the 2. But yeah, Boston, the organization just didn't want to pay Jaylen Brown the Supermax contract when it was due for him. And I think if he got that contract, he would have been the highest paid player in the league for him. And just, that's a good pull up there by Sanak, getting it to the mid-range, scores the 2, 10-5. Good start for the Celtics here. First 2 minutes plus of action so far. This is a good start in this game because I covered Wizards Jazz. There was a bunch of fouls in that one. This is a constant flow so far. Atlanta just buried a jumper. Deep 2. Foot was on the 3-point line by Devin Higgs, number 26. Sanak. Handoff to Rees. 3 left it off the back rim too long. Rebound goes to the Hawks. Isaac McNeely. Handoff on the outside. Higgs sends it off to Henry Visar. 7-footer on the North Carolina. And stolen. Tonje collects the steal, races up the floor. John Tonje, shovel pass, cutting to the rim. And Dylan Mitchell going to head to the free throw line, shoot 2. So 2 shots coming up here by Mitchell. Yeah, I think they're looking at the assets that they got from the trade with the draft picks that they acquired and hoping to flip that in the future for them, picking up all those assets. Free throw was missed by Mitchell. Rebound back to the Hawks. Devin Higgs Slides it off to Isaiah Wong, former Miami Hurricane. 2 years so far to NBA. Goes up with a layup and draws the shooting foul. So 2 free throws coming up at the line by Wong. I beg my pardon, 1 free throw because this is the summer league. Yeah, if he makes a free throw, it's worth 2 points. The whole new free throw speed up the process that they got going on right now. 1 free throw and then the amount of shots that it would be. And he missed the free throw. Rebound secure by Tanjay. Celtics back with possession up by 3. John Tanjay, strong start so far for him in the summer league. Sanak with possession, fires a bullet down low with a huge block underneath. Number 26, Devin Higgs, denying Boston at the rim. It was number 26, Curtis Jones, who was going to lay it up and in. And then Higgs came up with a brilliant block from behind. Hey, what's good? Alex in the stream. Welcome in, man. Just this one game tonight I'll be covering. Missed jumper by Tanjay at the baseline. Rebound goes back to Atlanta. Hawks have possession. Kobe Johnson, leading scorer for the Hawks throughout the summer league. Baseline dribble up and off the glass, scores and puts his team winning 1. Curtis Jones, outside Sanak. His pass broken up, intercepted. Active defensively. Outlet pass ahead, and the Hawks dunk it down with Devin Higgs to take the lead. Yeah, that's just a learning experience play right there by Sanak. On the other side of the floor, though, running the court with a 2-handed flush. Dylan Mitchell behind the defense. Gotta love the all-out hustle there by Dylan Mitchell. Just getting up and down the floor. Sanak battling with Henry Visar, picks up the foul. Looks like this is going to take us to the first time out of the night. 1-point game, Celtics with a lead. Both teams undefeated in the Summer League 2-0. 12-11 Celtics, first time out. All right, if you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Yeah, my first time seeing the Celtics Summer League team in action, I was up in New Hampshire this past weekend, so away when they were playing their first 2 games. Yeah, so I don't know if Devonta is going to be playing tomorrow, but it sounds like usually the top pick plays 2 games and that's it. I think that's to preserve the guys if they play really well. Like Devonta's gone off, like incredible what he's done in the first 2 games. That's usually how those guys do in the summer league. Like Victor Wembanyama, I believe when he played 2 games. Cooper Flag. So it's just to preserve those guys and make sure that they don't like get into like any sort of injury or have like any injuries or so when they play like a 3rd game and so on. So that's why they just usually limit the top pick to 2 if the top pick plays really well, which usually that's the case, like above and beyond everybody else. Oh, Hugo Gonzalez is not playing tonight. Yeah, that's a case too. He played 2 games in the summer league and that's it. 20 years old, and Celtics didn't want to trade him for the Giannis trade. I really hope out that he pans out extremely well. Like that'd be incredible if he turns into a guy like Jokic in the future down the line for him. Like, oh, Brad Stevens in attendance tonight too. Yeah, Tatum and Derek White were in attendance a couple days ago. So Hugo Gonzalez getting the night off, I believe. Amari Williams getting the night off as well. Amari Williams in a 2-way contract for the Celtics, been playing really well so far throughout the summer league, and buckets good, getting into the mid-range for the Hawks. Yeah, I saw Red Sox half game behind the wild card. right now. Milos Uzan on the floor, number 29, the rookie out of Houston. John Tanjay, corner three, he splashes it. Yeah, that's a good player that they got, that they can build in G League Maine for John Tanjay. Having a solid summer league so far for him. He played at Wisconsin. He was a bucket when he was at Wisconsin. Missed shot inside the keep of the Hawks. Long rebound controlled by Uzan. Uzan on the floor alongside Tanjay, number 40. Nick Pringle from Alabama, or from Arkansas, first time in the court, alongside Dylan Mitchell and number 37, Caleb Grill, rookie from Iowa State. Celtics pick up the offensive foul. It's going to go back to the Hawks. Hawks have possession. Pass midcourt. Zeke Mayo, number 39. Rookie out of Kansas with possession. Handoff around the perimeter to McNeely out of Louisville. Slides it off to Mayo. At the wing, Kobe Johnson gets it away off the double team. They kick it out to the corner. Hawks will take a three. They got blocked on the corner. Three-point shot attempt by Caleb Grill for Boston. Tanjay attacks the rim, stripped, lost it. No call by the referees. Results in the turnover. Atlanta lobs it up over the top, and it's an alley-oop slam by number 26 in transition, Devin Higgs. Georgia Southwestern State non-Division I school he went to. For him, assisted by Kobe Johnson. Dylan Mitchell, a nice feed down low, records the assist off to number 40 for Boston, Nick Pringle, who scores the two. That was nice. 17-15 Celtics. Dylan Mitchell getting a lot of opportunities in the Summer League, really capitalizing on them. That's a nice stroke in a three. Kobe Johnson for the Hawks just buried a triple. 18-17 Celtics with possession. Milos Uzan lost it, turnover. McNeely up the floor with a steal. McNeely up ahead to Johnson, who lays it up and in. Both teams undefeated. 2-0 so far in the Summer League. This is the only game tonight that consisting of two teams that's unbeaten in the Summer League. Tanjay, he is pressured far side of the floor. And ball got knocked loose out of bounds off the Hawks. Believe we're going to have a stoppage here. Hey, what's good, Warren? Glad to have you back in, man. Yeah, things going pretty well. Yeah, the fan in me does not like it with the Jaylen Brown to Paul George trade, but I don't know. Um, I really pray that it works. I think the fit is going to be better because it's going to allow Tatum to just be able to operate much more. Like, look what the Celtics did last year, second place in the East, and Jaylen Brown carried the team last year with Tatum. Most of the season, he didn't play, and then just eased his way coming back from injury. Now it's Tatum's time to shine, and you get a bunch of complimentary guys around Tatum, and then not much like force into the ball handling and stuff like that. Like Jaylen Brown with like the issues when it comes with like the vision and the playmaking. Like I think they're gonna have a much better year, and they were like one of the top teams in the turnover department and fewest turnovers, but in like games with like crunch time in them and like games that get determined with close games. Like the Celtics lost a lot of close games last year. I think they have a good shot to win those games this year, since I think they have a great chance to limit the turnovers. And then also adding in a guy like Mitchell Robinson a beast in the offensive glass is just going to extend those possessions. And the Celtics should be like one of the top teams in the entire league in shot differential for them going into next year if they limit turnovers and then they rack up a bunch of offensive rebounds. So I think that's what they're trying to do with their identity. And Jaylen Brown didn't really fit that identity mold for him because he does turn it over a lot. And then he doesn't really rebound the ball well, especially in the offensive, on the offensive boards for him. Couple buckets recently. 3-point lead for the Hawks. Just hit a midi fall away. Chris Sinak Jr. on the floor for the rookie out of Houston. Pocket pass. Sinak rolling down. Puts up the shot and drew the contact and the foul. And Sinak will head to the free throw line. Yeah, Wednesday night. I believe it's at 8:30. So that's the next one that I'm hoping to cover. Celtics against Sacramento at 8:30. Yeah, last season with the Knicks, number 2 in the NBA, Mitchell Robinson, 4.2 offensive rebounds per game, really fits the Celtics mold because the Celtics are a three-point oriented system, and they're going to look for those long rebounds that come out of second chance boards, and they have a bunch of guys that's scrappy in the glass that battle for second chance rebounds. So you got Mitchell Robinson added to the fold alongside Kata, Tatum. Tatum led the team before injury in rebounding for him. And then Peyton Pritchard, I mean, there's been games that he racks up a bunch of boards for him for being the smallest guy on the floor. You got guys hustling like Jordan Walsh, Ugo Gonzalez, making plays. Like, the Celtics going to be a big-time second-chance team next year for them. Missed 3 by Boston. Rebound went to Atlanta. Hawks have it around the perimeter. Pocket pass down low with a hook shot inside the key. Cut it a drop. Eli Njai out of Real Madrid, Spain, scores the 2. It's a 5-point lead for the Hawks. Away from the play, Hawks pick up the foul. Good amount of people on this stream, too. We got 30 plus people watching right now. If you guys are new in the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Celtics going to head to the free throw line. Chris Sinak at the line shooting 1. And he missed the free throw. Rebound back to Atlanta. Past the timeline. Hawks with possession with Zeke Mayo. Jumper straight away, no good. Tipped around. Rebound secure by the Celtics with Milos Uzan up the floor. Couldn't finish. Putback chance. Fall before going into the putback by Kyle Mangas. But free throws coming up at the line. I believe it's going to be Alondes Williams shooting these free throws. So 58 seconds left. And you get the free throw. And a steal here by the Celtics. Up the floor. Curtis Jones lost it. Stolen right back by the Hawks. Atlanta with possession, number 22, Gabe Madsen out on top, and a deep jumper goes down by Atlanta. Straight away. That is Henry Vizar, the 7-footer to North Carolina. As Milos Uzan attack the paint, will shoot at the free throw line. And the shot's good. 30 seconds left to go in the first. Atlanta with possession. Zeke Mayo. At the top of the key, hounded by Alondes Williams. Mayo slides it off to Gabe Madsen. Madsen, jumper to elbow, left short off the rim. Long rebound, secured by Boston with Curtis Jones. Jones, final seconds left to go in the opening quarter. Top of the key, takes on Visar. Crossover, Jones. Jones inside the key, has to launch. Tough shots, and no good. Missed off the rim. So we close out the end of one. 4-point lead for Atlanta, 29-25 at the end of the first quarter so far tonight. Both teams undefeated in the Summer League. All right, if you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Henry Visar for Atlanta playing really well so far. 6 points. Kobe Johnson, he leads the way. 9 points, perfect, 4 for 4. And then Celtics led by Tucker DeReeves. 2 quick threes for him. 6 points leading the way. Chris Sinak with 4 points, a rebound, and an assist. Milos Uzan off the bench with 4. John Tonje's got 5. And Dylan Mitchell so far tonight with 2. Ugo's not playing tonight. So yeah, Ugo's in street clothes. Yeah, Ugo and Amari Williams both in street clothes, so not playing tonight. Hey, what's good? Naja player, welcome in. All right, so we get back to action. 4-point lead for Atlanta. Atlanta missed the corner 3. And the ball sailed out of bounds, so it'll go to the Celtics. What's good, Duarte? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, a lot of really good Summer League games. And Dylan Mitchell lost the handle. Turnover by Visar. Visar racing up the floor. Had it poke loose out of bounds. Off the Celtics. So it's going to stay Hawks ball. Wow, Raptors-Pacers got a good game going on right now. 94-93. 12 seconds left to go in that one. Inbound to the corner. Hawks take a tough 3. No good off the mark. Tipped around. Rebound secured by Mitchell. Mitchell up the floor finds Uzan for Boston. Milos Uzan out of Houston. Mitchell lobs it off to the corner. Baseline dribble. Dylan Mitchell. A nice bounce pass underneath and a layup scored by Hank Morgan, number 51. The rookie at a D3 Hamilton College in New York. Man, that was a brilliant bounce pass, tossing up dimes tonight. Out of Dylan Mitchell. Off the baseline dribble by Atlanta. Bounce pass and take it away. But the Celtics. Curtis Jones with a steal up the floor. Cross court, Alondes Williams connects with Uzan. Uzan fires a bullet down low. Mitchell goes up, swatted out of bounds off Visar. Wow, both teams competing hard tonight. Yeah, these two teams been like two of the better teams throughout the Summer League in total defense. The Hawks have the best defense and fewest points allowed. The Celtics number 5. Dylan Mitchell, jumper, 15-footer, buries it. Wow, you gotta love that. Tie game 29. Dylan Mitchell, not really known as a scorer. 15-foot pull-up and buries it. Straightaway 3. Visar splashes it. Yeah, Henry Visar, he was one of the stunning fallers in the draft. Picked at the very back end of the second round and number 52 in the draft for him. Fell way back from his projection. Missed corner three with the Celtics with Alondes Williams. Rebound went back to the Hawks. As we are 2 minutes into the second quarter, outside pulling up on the three. And a traveling violation charged to Atlanta. Yeah, a bunch of stuff. A bunch of things that's been recently new. Last couple of years to the NBA, too, with the whole collective bargaining agreement that's gone on with the different types of tiers in the salary cap, with like the aprons that's involved. Yeah, I just saw that, Jeffrey. Wow. So, yeah, he's been there for a long time. So you said 14 years. Yeah, very long time. Mike Martin's been at Brown. I'm going to be working a lot this year with the team for water polo at Brown. So they got me on water polo this year for their games. Celtics have possession. Milo Zuzon slides off the Senag. Handoff on the three-point shot. Morgan left it short to rebound, secure by Atlanta. Yeah, Division III guy that they have on the team. That's amazing that he's playing in the Summer League right now, competing against like G League players and guys that's rotational pieces in an NBA roster in the Summer League. That's awesome for a D3 guy. I was looking at all the rosters throughout like the NBA Summer League to see like who is Division III, and I believe he's the only Division III player out there. Hank Morgan, number 51 for Boston. And piques my interest because I looked to see if he played last year and he didn't for college. I believe he graduated a year prior, so he graduated in 2025. So he played last 24-25 for Hamilton, and he put up over 20 points per game at Hamilton. For Sinak, at the elbow, outside finds Tucker DeReeves. DeReeves dribbles up, a jumper to wing. DeReeves off the mark, no good. A rebound soaring high there for the Hawks. That was number 19, Kobe Knox, who picked up the defensive rebound. Railing the play right to the rim, receiving it and scoring is Kobe Johnson. Cynthia, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Around 6.5 left to play before halftime. Chris Sinak Jr., pull-up jumper, 17-footer, got the bounce. Chris Sinak getting into the mid-range. Gotta love a big man that can start to stretch the floor, have a mid-range pull-up game to his profile. Really good sign right there for Chris Sinak Jr. Loose ball, Hawks able to pick it up. 6 in the shot clock. Atlanta stumbles off the dribble, and the Celtics picked up the reach and foul. Wow, get a bunch of people pouring in 50 plus. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Over or under in this quarter? I would go with the under there. Both of these teams are top 5 defenses in the Summer League. Atlanta is only allowing opponents to average like 71 points per game in the Summer League. So they are the top defensive unit in fewest points allowed in the Summer League. Celtics are number 5 in their first 2 games and fewest points allowed. Not many fouls as well. So both of these teams haven't gone to the free throw line much because I covered Wizards Jazz opening night of the Summer League on Thursday. There was a bunch of free throws involved in that game. Jumper, it gets banked at the buzzer by Atlanta, so they stretch the lead out to 6. Celtics have possession. Sinak at the top of the key. Kobe Johnson made that three off the bank. He's got 14 on 6 for 7 shooting. Uzan fires a bullet down low. Sinak soared up and couldn't finish as he missed it off the rim on a slam dunk attempt. Both of those guys from the Houston Cougars. Missed three, quick up the floor by the Hawks. Celtics collect the rebound. Pull-up jumper. John Tonje from deep off the back rim, no good. Long rebound. Secure by Atlanta out of the pack. Here goes Isaiah Wong, number 45. Missed the layup. In transition, though, drew the shooting foul. And 2 free throws coming up at the line by Wong. It's on Uzan, who picked up the personal foul. This is going to take us to a timeout on the floor. All right, so we take the media break. 5:22 left to go. Second quarter, only 14 combined points so far in this quarter as Atlanta leads the second quarter box score 8-6. Wow, a ton of people joining in for a Summer League game. This is awesome. If you guys are new in the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action, play-by-play, NBA, usually college basketball when March Madness goes on. Most of the streams I do cover through the regular season, mostly Celtics. I'm probably going to do some other teams in there for the regular season as well. This year, all depends on the schedule. Oh, cool. Wow, that's awesome. So Trot Nixon's son got drafted by the Giants. Yeah, there's really good baseball player a couple towns over from me that he's going to college at the University of Texas, but he got drafted and I guess he had like a UCL injury and he was pitching. Drew that in the state tournament. Mojave, welcome in. I believe so. I believe Boozer should be playing today. Yeah, I know some of the top picks. I know AJ Debonsa. I think that he's probably played his final game in the Summer League, playing the first 2 games. Memphis has only played 1 game, so they're kind of like the odd team out, whereas a lot of teams have played either 3 or 2 so far. So Memphis is 1-0. They're one on the 7 teams that's undefeated for them. So since they've only played 1 game, I believe Boozer should definitely be playing today. It's usually 2 games that like the top picks play, and then they usually get to rest throughout the rest of the Summer League, but I believe he should be playing today. Yeah, I just did a search about that because Mavs are taking on the Grizzlies like 25 minutes from now, and it says on there that Boozer will play. That's what it said when I typed it in, so he should be good to go tonight. 39-31, the Hawks coming back from the timeout made the free throw. Celtics just got called on a shot clock violation. Bucket here by Atlanta will put them up by double digits first time tonight. Hawks have possession. Cameron Corhan, number 28 on the floor, sends it off to number 45, Isaiah Wong. Outside, pop it up for a 3, and they drill it. Wow, Atlanta starting to stretch out this lead, 42-31. That was made by Kobe Johnson. He has looked by far like the best player on the floor. Yeah, Kobe Johnson, 2026 second rounder. Or no, he's a rookie at the UCLA. Yeah, it's Visar, who's got the number below him, 13, the second rounder. Kind of shocked that Visar was picked that low at 52 in this year's draft. But yeah, Kobe Johnson undrafted for him. for a rookie and really stepping up. 17 points right now for Kobe Johnson. Hawks up by 11. Off the glass, no good too long. Battle for the rebound. Johnson able to maintain it as he was able to move it off to his teammate. Maintain possession. Corner three. Johnson off the mark, no good. Tipped around. Another offensive rebound secured by Atlanta. McNeely attacks the paint. Kick out to the corner. Off the crossover. Shakes the defender and dunks it off the baseline dribble. Devin Higgs, sweet move right there to the rim. Soared up and dunking it down with a two-handed finish. All of a sudden, Atlanta has surged at this point. The Celtics can't get anything going. John Tonje slides it off to Curtis Jones. Jacks up a three, missed off the rim. A rebound goes to the Hawks. Isaac McNeely up the floor. Dribbles up to the low block. Circles around. A jumper. Mid-range McNeely left it short to rebound. Secured by Jones for the Celtics. Curtis Jones. Ricky to Iowa State. His pass broken up, intercepted. Hawks up the floor, flying high to the rim, slicing two defenders and scoring up in and off the window. Devin Higgs, couple highlight reel type plays for Atlanta. And right now the Hawks having a humongous lead. 46-31. This Atlanta team looks like they're legit. Like they dominated their first game against San Antonio. They get the second best points margin through 2 games so far in the Summer League behind Golden State. Timeout by the Celtics. 3:03 left to go before halftime. Wow, monster run by Atlanta. Best of luck there for Roddy Music. Put in $10K tonight on the Hawks on a Summer League game. Yeah, Celtics cannot score the ball at all. They're just settling for 3. Or they're just turning it over. Yeah, definitely. Naja player puts out. Going to be interesting to see with all these big moves. Off season was crazy. Like this was one of the craziest off seasons that I can remember. Yeah, this week it's supposed to be LeBron's decision coming up like any day from now. It's probably going to be like later in the week or so, but from what I've been hearing, it's supposed to be this week. Next one against the Pistons tonight, 86-75. Raptors beat the Pacers by 1, 94-93. Hey, we got the Apex Sports Network. Let's get a member hype here for Apex Sports Network. Really appreciate it. We get back to action. 3 minutes left to go before halftime. Hawks with possession. Number 26, Devin Higgs. Been a highlight reel last couple possessions. Kobe Johnson having a strong game for Atlanta. Henry Visar moves it outside, and they couldn't get the shot off in time. So that is a shot clock violation charged to Atlanta. Yeah, glad to have you back on the stream. Things going pretty well. Yeah, I heard 90 degrees next couple of days. Yeah, if you're up in like northern New Hampshire, northern Vermont, Maine, it's supposed to be like some severe storms up there. So if you know anybody up in that region, if anybody's listening up in that region, like going like way up towards like Burlington, Vermont area, Stowe, Vermont, Berlin, New Hampshire, North Conway, up in like Moosehead Lakes is supposed to be like some severe storms, like bad tomorrow. Like they're in like a severe level 2 threat, which is like potential tornado. Right now it's 46-31 is the score. Atlanta's up by 15. Hawks get the inbound. And Atlanta lobs it and dunks it. Alley-oop jam goes to the 7-footer, Henry Visar. It is all Atlanta. Celtics haven't scored in a long time. Milos Uzan. Into the hands to Curtis Jones. Sanak lost it going up on the shot attempt, and Atlanta comes out with a steal. Visar on the outside takes on Sanak. Henry Visar pulls up on 3 and gets fouled by Sanak. So this is going to be 3 free throws coming up at the line by Visar. This is a 19-6 run by Atlanta in the second quarter. Free throw. Visar left it short. Battle for the rebound and a loose ball foul charge to the Hawks. So this will be Celtics ball. Dylan Mitchell back on the floor. Chris Sanak back to the bench for Boston. Mitchell on the court alongside Uzan, who is in the backcourt. Mitchell inbounds it off to Uzan. Uzan accelerating up the court. Sends it off to the corner. Tucker Darius fires a 3, skipped around the rim and out. They just cannot get anything going on for them right now. Just 6 points this entire quarter, down to under 90 seconds left to go before halftime. As Kobe Johnson backs his way, draws the foul. And this should send them to the free throw line over the limit. It's the Celtics. Kobe Johnson been the best player on the floor tonight. 17 points off the bench in 12 minutes for Atlanta. He is a plus 20. Hey, really appreciate it. And the free throw is good. This game is getting out of control. 50-31. Good thing it's the Summer League. Learning experience for these guys tonight. Hugo Gonzalez and Amari Williams both not playing. Jumper from the corner. Tucker DeReeves over the cylinder. Basketball goes back to the Hawks with Kobe Johnson. Johnson, a runner, left it short. Long rebound to the Celtics, controlled by Kyle Mangas. Final minute left to go before halftime. Mangas off the double team. Sends it cross court off the skip pass. Alondes Williams jacks up the 3 and knocks it down. Finally, somebody hits one. 50-34. That stopped like a 5+ minute scoring drought that the Celtics had going for them. So Alondes Williams off the skip pass, able to bury it. It had been a long time since they made a field goal. That is now just 9 points in this quarter that the Celtics have scored. They had 25 total in the opening quarter. So no Hugo Gonzalez tonight, no Amari Williams. Both of those guys really solid in the first 2 games in the Summer League. So this is all the young guys trying to make a case for themselves, see if they can get themselves in a 2-way contracts and make their way to play for the Maine Celtics this year, or see if they can make an NBA team or so. So opportunity for all these guys out there to see if they can get that opportunity to get themselves in the 2-way. Yeah. Can't get any worse than the next 2 quarters. Yeah, I agree. It's only the Summer League here. All these guys basically are rookies, besides the player who drilled the 3. Alondes Williams has played 3 years in the NBA. He's out of Wake Forest. Every other player is a rookie that's out there on the floor for the Celtics. besides, I think, yeah, John Tonje. Yeah, he's listed as a rookie in the Summer League roster. He played last year on the two-way contract. All the other players listed as rookies, though. I'll look into it. Apex. It depends if I'm around those days or not when they pop up in the schedule. So I'm not sure until like the schedule pops up because I've got games that I've already like taken for my college work and things. Able to break the full court press. The Hawks dunk it down with a two-handed slam. That is McNeely with a dunk. The second quarter's been all Hawks. Like we're going to go back to the timeout slide. All right, 32 seconds left to go before halftime as we go back into the timeout slide. Wow. Incredible reach in the stream. We got like 80 plus people watching right now. That's awesome. If you enjoy the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action, play-by-play, NBA games. Throughout the course of the regular season, it's going to be mostly Celtic streams, but I'm probably going to do some other teams here and there. When I do have the chance as well, but mostly Celtic streams throughout the regular season. Then the playoffs, it's basically like all the teams that I usually cover in the playoffs, and then March Madness for college basketball. Wow, welcome in from Africa. Thanks for joining in for Gateway out in Africa. Hobie Johnson, 19 points in 13 minutes for Atlanta. 13 points by Henry Visar on 5 for 6 shooting, drilling. 3 threes for a 7-footer. And then 10 by Devin Higgs. Couple highlight reel plays he has got tonight. Celtics with nobody to score double figures. The top scorer is just 6 points. Chris Sinak, Tucker DeRees, each with 6. DeRees made 2 threes in basically the opening minute. And then after that, 5 points by John Tonje, 5 by Alondes Williams. Julian, welcome in. James, thanks for joining in. I think it's going to be really tough for the Celtics to come on back in this game. They're basically playing all rookies on the floor. So Alondes Williams, he is like the only guy who has like a lot of experience for like games or like at least basketball pro experience for him. He's played 3 seasons in the NBA. John Tonje was on a 2-way contract last year playing for the main Celtics, but everybody else who's out there for Boston is a rookie. They get a bunch of rookies in the Summer League roster. Pass got picked off. Celtics, one more chance at the buzzer, hoisting up the 3. Oh, he drilled it. Got it a drop at the buzzer, number 43. That's how you earn bonus points there to see if you can make the team in a 2-way contract. Steal in a 3, leaning forward by Kyle Mangus, the rookie to Indiana, at the buzzer. Huge shot, puts his team within 13 to close out going into halftime. $52-39. Wow, that's just a huge possession there. All these guys trying to make the roster, playing the NBA. That's what their dream is. And for that guy, his dream might still continue. For Kyle Mangus, that is his first bucket of the game. First steal. Played 4 minutes tonight and just drilled a huge 3 in transition at the buzzer. So right now, 52-39 at halftime is the score. This game, I'm getting it, is on Amazon Prime. Yeah, Amazon Prime, my membership tonight came in clutch for this game. I'm hoping to be back on Wednesday night covering Celtics against Kings. That'll be on Wednesday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, I believe. So that'll be my next one. Hey, thanks so much, Apex. Really appreciate it. Hey, Marcus, welcome in. Yeah, great question. There's been some rumors about some players that the Celtics could target. I've seen a lot of a lot of rumors with the Celtics generating a ton of interest in Trey Murphy from the Pelicans, and I think it was last week the Pelicans dropped their asking price to 3 first-round picks. So I'm not sure if they can get like a trade deal done this offseason. That might be something to get done at like the trade deadline for them though, is because now with the Paul George trade, the Celtics do have assets. Should have been much more than what they got, but um, now they've built up assets from that trade and possibly could swing a trade. I would imagine it would be at the trade deadline, like February or so. Yeah, that's a huge 3 right there to cut the deficit down to 13. Um, I mean, anything is possible. There's still a second half that has to be played. It's basically all about reps, Apex. Just gotta keep on practicing every single day. Get reps in front of the screen. It just doesn't happen overnight. Goes by downloading the rosters, being able to research stats, write it on a piece of paper, get those onto the roster sheet, build like roster charts, numerical order. Tons of stuff goes into it. Yeah, I've been in the process of uploading a bunch of my video stuff over on my personal page too, so I'm trying to get it out probably by like July 20th or so. I'm trying to hit that due date. I've got basically like only a couple more sports. I got to put together my men's basketball one, because that's probably gonna have like 30 minutes of calls or so that I find really impressive. But I'm gonna have to chop it down to like 8, because all those have to get chopped down because nobody's gonna watch like 30 minutes or so of like a highlight reel that I do. What's good, Venezuela? We got Roberto on the stream. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, I can't believe that they did that. I really hope the Celtics can still be really, really good without Jalen Brown. Like I got in a Jalen Brown jersey back in January when he was carrying them. Like he carried the team all throughout the course of the season. At the peak of his career, age 29, and then gets traded for a 36-year-old Paul George. Like that was mind-boggling. Really, really mind-boggling. Like I just hope that it works. Brad Stevens an absolute wizard, so I do have a ton of faith that it can work. Just keep on practicing every single day. That's the best advice I can give you. It's all about reps. Like basically, it's all about getting those reps, getting those opportunities, and then once you feel confident in yourself, there's a bunch of places out there to like send videos out to with like places that once you feel pretty confident what you've done, just send them out there to some of the like start off with like high schools or D3s, and then eventually those will get into bigger opportunities. But it's all about reps. Yeah, we'll see what happens. The word that kept on coming up in this press conference was optionality. Um, like it seemed like the Celtics were in no way going to be paying Jaylen Brown for the future. That's what it came down to. That Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, with those two guys, with what they made salary wise, took up like 70% of the salary cap. So taking away Jaylen Brown's salary and trading him, but also they got Paul George, which was like only a $2 million difference between Brown and George, a $56 million to $54 million player, but George had 1 year less in his contract than Jaylen Brown. So it basically moves the Celtics up a timeline. So I guess more flexibility. Plus they get draft assets out of it, even though they should have got way more than what they got. It's we'll see. It's not gonna happen in like the first year that we'll know who won the trade, but by like 2028, 2029, we'll have like a better sense of like who won the trade. All right, second half about to begin right now. Mr. Giggles on the stream. Welcome in. Looks like going for the Hawks for this one tonight. Celtics in the poll 59-41. Make sure to vote in that poll if you haven't already done so. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, Jaylen Brown is going to drop 50. Like, they just turned him into a complete monster. Like, he is out for blood. And Brad Stevens traded Jaylen Brown to a conference rival, which they get to see 4 times a year. Like, that's how much confidence Brad Stevens and the Celtics have about their team, and that they have no fear in Jaylen Brown. But Jaylen Brown, they just unleashed they unleashed a monster in Jaylen Brown. Ugo Gonzalez, Amari Williams, both not playing tonight, and street clothes for tonight's game. So those were 2 key players that had played in the first 2 games of the Summer League, both of them on the Celtics rosters. We get back to action. Hawks with possession. Top of the key with Isaiah Wong. Dribbles up inside, working on Sanak at the low block. Wong, tough shot, blocked by Sanak, got fouled. That looked like a pretty clean block, though, by Sanak. Gotta love a 20-year-old that's taking it in right now. Ugo Gonzalez not playing tonight, but he's got pad and paper, taking in everything. Free throw is good. Hawks up by 15. Celtics opening possession to start off the third quarter. Milos Uzan on the floor alongside Sanak. Both of them played for Kelvin Sampson for the Houston Cougars. Uzan finds Sanak. Pull-up jumper, mid-range, connects on it. Nice shot there. A little 11-footer able to knock down by Chris Sanak. Good mid-range game he's got going on for him. Hawks just buried a 3 right on back. And Atlanta is shooting the ball really well from the floor. 61% tonight for the Hawks. John Tonje from deep missed off the mark. Rebound secured by Devin Higgs. Hawks have possession. Higgs moves it on top. Outside to the wing. Up fake by Isaac McNeely. Finds Gabe Madsen. Rainbow 3 splashes it. Atlanta is moving the ball extremely well in this game. 8 for 15 from the perimeter, 53%. Celtics struggling from three, just 5 for 18. They missed another one there. Off the rim, short offensive rebound, went over to Mitchell, finds Sanak, kick out corner. Tanjay on a three, bricked off the back rim and off the fingertips of Dries, though. He was contacted on the rebound. They're going to say loose ball foul charge to Atlanta. I think if the Celtics never blew a 3-1 lead, Jaylen Brown would be on the team this year, because it seemed like the organization grew frustrated with his comments on Twitch, and then Sanak scores down low for 2 more. I think a big issue was when they blew the lead, Jaylen Brown, he said that this season was his favorite season, but he also talked about how the team's playing style didn't translate to the one that he had hoped for, that they should have played more like inside than outside. And then there was something I saw on Twitter that said that the Celtics grew frustrated about Jaylen Brown based on how he would go off the team's game plan. Well, yeah, the team's game plan completely backfired on the Celtics because they were just jacking up a bunch of threes and missing a bunch of threes. So Jaylen Brown, I don't blame him, because he wanted to get the higher percentage shot, the more efficient look, and an attack and get to the rim. He was not on the same page with the whole team and just went on his own script instead of what the game plan was. So that just grew the organization super frustrated. I have I have no clue what they're thinking about. It must be based on the series that Paul George locked up Jaylen Brown in the series, and then Paul George is like a 39% three-point shooter, so they must have just disregarded his age, that he's at the end of his career, age 36, trading him for Jaylen Brown at the peak of his career, age 29. Spin cycle by Tanji at the wing, fires it off to Sanak. Sanak dribbles up inside the key, a sweet spin move right to the cup, couldn't finish, but he'll have 2 shots or a free throw coming up worth 2 points if he makes the free throw. Able to draw the foul on Visar. Chris Sanak Jr. tonight, 10 points. It's going to be a project with him, but they addressed the need that they needed to get in the offseason. That was before the Mitchell Robinson free agent signing. That was big man depth in the rotation for the Celtics. Chris Sanak, super raw, out of Houston, 19 years old, played for the Houston Cougars. Free throw is good, 15-point game. But I really like what he has shown out in the mid-range for him. He's not really known as a scorer, only a 9 points per game scorer playing for Houston last year as a first year. But still a lot of potential out there for him. He is an offensive rebound beast and also a guy who can clean it up in a rack just like that. Chris Sanak flying in high, cleans up the miss, and able to flush it down with a two-handed slam. 14 by Sanak now, getting to the rim. Atlanta missed the layup from point-blank range by Gabe Madsen. Opens up the door for the Celtics. Chance to pull win an 11 with a 2, or make it a 10-point game with a 3. Sanak maintains possession. Tanjay out to the corner. Mitchell finds Sanak. Watch out to the trailer. Punched it, but he missed it off the back rim in a slam dunk. The three-point shot goes down, but the Celtics off the offensive rebound. Trading a 2 for a 3 in the most unlikely way possible, but somehow it works out in the favor. Tucker DeReeves was the one who buried the 3. Approaching the 6-minute mark left to go in the third. Blocked by Sanak at the rim. Sanak got a piece of that ball, working on Visar down low. And a Visar drew the foul, though. So Henry Visar will shoot at the free throw line. And a 10-point lead for the Hawks, 6:04 remaining. One thing I really like tonight has been the playmaking, too, out of Dylan Mitchell. Hasn't scored it much, High motor player, only 4 points in this game. He does have 2 dimes, though. It feels like he has a lot more than 2 assists. It was because he was the one who found Sanak on the trailer, but Sanak had missed that slam dunk. Free throw is good. Celtics with possession. Uzan slides it outside. DeReeves takes the 3 off the back rim, no good. Offensive rebound hauled in by Mitchell. Bounce pass. Try to thread the needle off to DeReeves this time, though. Broke it up, picked off the steal. Hawks have possession. Kobe Johnson at the elbow. Lob down low. Visar behind the defense. Dunks it. 14-point lead for Atlanta. Henry Visar been a matchup problem. 7-footer, 17 points. He was a player who was slept on late in the draft, projected as a late first rounder, taken at number 52 in the draft. Missed layup by DeReeves, couldn't finish at the rim. Skip past the corner, sailed out of bounds. A turnover committed by Atlanta. And this will take us to the media timeout. 5:13 left to go in the third quarter. Hawks up by 14. Celtics, a couple highlight reel plays trying to will their team back in it. All right, if you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I plan on being back live on Wednesday. Celtics against Kings. If you'd like to come on back on, feel free to do so. That'll tip off around 8:30 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesday night. Yeah, the free throw thing is a new thing that they're doing for the summer league. So I guess it's to speed up the process. They have just one free throw that they attempt, and then it gets attempted for how many shots it's worth. So the most common one that you'll see is one free throw attempt worth 2 points. So if they make the free throw, then it's 2 points automatically on the board. That's for like a ordinary foul, like common foul that happens for a 2-point shot attempt. If it was a basket that they scored, then they got fouled for the and one, they would have just one free throw. It's worth that 1 point if they make it. And then if they were fouled on a 3-point shot and then the free throw gets made, it would be worth 3 points. So most commonly, it's going to be 2 for the most part. That mostly 2 points, the one free throw will be worth. Kingston Fleming's number 8 draft pick for Atlanta. He is not playing tonight. Neither is Zuby Ejiofor, pick number 23. Henry Visar playing, though, tonight, pick number 52. So a couple of key players not playing either for Atlanta. Ugo Gonzalez and Mari Williams not playing for the Celtics tonight. Yeah, going into this one, I really liked Boston tonight in this game. I think it's going to be a little bit tough right now. Based on who's playing tonight, so they don't really have much experience with the guys who's playing on their summer league rosters, mostly rookies. Whereas like a lot of the other teams, they have like players who's played like first year, second year, third year players in the NBA. Celtics basically all rookies for the majority of their players. Alonzo Williams has played 3 seasons, and then John Tonje was on a 2-way contract last year. Everybody else is a rookie that's out there. Where's the Hawks? Mostly everybody a rookie as well for the Hawks. Eli Njai, 1 professional season. Isaiah Wong's played 2 years in the NBA. A couple players we haven't seen with experience on their team tonight. Asa Newell, Jacob Toppin, Ray J. Dennis, Kashawn Gilbert, all with at least a year of experience. We get back to action. Approaching 5 minutes left to go, and Hawks attacking down low. Getting back to the free throw line. Going to be a shooting foul charge to Boston. Hey, thanks for the update, Jeffrey. One free throw worked 2 points for Atlanta. Free throw is good. 16-point lead. Hawks have had some really good output by a couple of their players tonight. Devin Higgs just drilled the free throw. It's now up to double figures with 10. Henry Visar, 17 on 6 for 9 shooting with 3 made threes. Kobe Johnson with 19 points leading the way. Missed shot from 3 by Mangus. He drilled a 3-point shot at the buzzer for the Celtics. Take it at the distance. Kobe Johnson been the best player by far on the floor. So just scored a 2 at 68:50. Yeah, my clock's actually a little bit too fast. Got 4:16 remaining. 4:16 left to go in the third. As you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. We got Celtics at the free throw line. Milo's Uzon gonna have a free throw. The shot's good. 16-point game. Hawks inside the lane, and Kobe Johnson just keeps on scoring. 70-52. And the Celtics kicked it out of bounds off the shoe of Curtis Jones, resulting in the turnover. Yeah, it's those plays that you have to limit to get back into the game, and unfortunately, just they haven't been able to limit those mistakes tonight. Pulling up from deep, Atlanta on a 3, splashing it. They legit cannot miss. Zeke Mayo able to bury the triple from downtown. 21-point lead right now for the Hawks. Milo Zuzan outside Sanak. Sanak, his 3 came up short. Offensive board. Controlled by Mangus to the outside. A 3-point shot gets drilled. That is good by Milo's Uzan from the perimeter. Big 3 that he just made. Hawks with possession. Taking a 3 themselves. No good off the rim. Good box out by Sanak. And kind of maintain it in the corner play, though. Went off his fingertips out of bounds. So many opportunities tonight for the Celtics. Just got to limit the turnovers, got to collect those rebounds. That's a tough mistake there. Sanak had a clear-cut defensive rebound, and then he boxed out his opponent that he was battling for. Just couldn't corral it properly as it left his fingertips out of bounds. A nice shovel underneath. Kobe Johnson sends it off to the big fella, number 28, Cameron Corhan, who's able to put it up and through. Good for 2. 3-point shot missed by Mangus from the corner for the Celtics. 20-point lead for the Hawks. Transition 3, Atlanta. Johnson off the rim, no good. Rebound secure by the Celtics. And Kobe Johnson stole away. Kobe Johnson, a 10-point per game scorer, who played for the Washington Wizards last year. Missed 3 from the corner by Johnson. Celtics with possession. Mangus off the dribble. Mangus off the up fake finds Mitchell. Left the bunny short. Rebound secured by Johnson. Kobe Johnson all over the floor tonight. Played college hoops at UCLA. Cameron Corhan, handoff. Johnson, 3. Left short. Mangus tips it up. Battle for the rebound. Couldn't corral it. Kobe Johnson got it. Kobe Johnson gets fouled. Wow, Kobe Johnson is shining and outplaying everybody else. Just that NBA experience that he has for him. Going up against a bunch of guys at the G League level or trying to make an NBA roster in general. And Kobe Johnson does have NBA experience, averaging 10 points per game last year for the Wizards. Timeout on the floor, 75-55, a 20-point lead by Atlanta late stage of quarter 3. Yeah, it went pretty well, Jeffrey. We're putting up a new deck at the place in New Hampshire. So we tore out the old deck. It was like falling apart, and then we put up the new deck. We got most of it done. We have to put like the Trex steps on top for like the boards. That's gonna be the next part that we do, but we got like the whole foundation that we've done so far. Yeah, there's been a really good stream tonight. A lot of good viewership in the summer league. That's excellent. 82 people approximately watching. That's awesome. Guys, the real legends MVPs for coming on board. Hawks just drilled a free throw. We come back to action. 77-55. It is all Atlanta currently. Down to a minute 40 left to go. Just Kobe Johnson by far, best player on the floor tonight. Boston with a clutch fourth. Going for Kuapo. Welcome in on the stream. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, going to be very tough to come on back from a 22-point deficit in the Summer League. Basically, they're going to have Atlanta to not make a shot in the fourth quarter. Here goes the Celtics. Burst the speed to the rim. Attacking was Alondes Williams, who drew the shooting foul. 2 shots, or free throw coming up here. We're at 2 points for Williams. It's on number 19. That is Kobe Knox, rookie to South Carolina, who picked up the personal foul. And the free throw bounced out, so Celtics couldn't make that either. Hawks collected the rebounds. Atlanta's been red hot this entire game. 52% shooting. They're 9 for 24 from 3, 38%. Celtics just locked down at 37% tonight. Visar, been a matchup nightmare. Blocked out by Senak. Up the floor, Celtics gave it away off the outlet pass. Back to the Hawks. And another big rejection from behind by Senak. Celtics running the floor. Dylan Mitchell, 2 and it flush behind the defense. 2 youngsters right there making an impact on that play. Senak with that big block off the glass. And this time attacking the rim, as scoring plus the foul is Isaac McNeely. Celtics have had some issues getting back in transition defense tonight. .2 seconds left to go. And the free throw is good. So the and one gets buried. One team in the 80s, the other team in the 50s. 80-57. For Senak at the wing of the perimeter. Hand off to Kyle Mangas. Mangas lobs Senak. Soars up, snatches it, and he throws it down with a two-handed flush. Chris Senak showing up here in the Summer League. The rookie to Houston. Picked up in the number 27 draft pick in this year's draft. Final 25 seconds left to go in the third. Hawks, bounce pass, backdoor. Bobbled was Eli Endoy on top with a three, and Visar drills it. Henry Visar has had a really good game tonight. 10 seconds left to go in the third. Alondes Williams, edge of the Summer League logo for the Celtics, off the double team, gets it away. Mitchell tees up the three. Mitchell drills the triple. Dylan Mitchell showing off the range from the perimeter. And the full court shot missed off the front rim by Atlanta to close out the third quarter. Hawks up by 21, 83-62 through three quarters. Just explosive for Atlanta. Chris Senak Jr. showing up for the Celtics tonight. 16 points in 18 minutes. 4 blocks on 6 for 12 shooting. And Dylan Mitchell's got 9. Kobe Johnson tonight has been the player of the game. Like, nobody in the Celtics defense can contain him. Yeah, interestingly enough, the other game I covered, Wizards Jazz on Thursday night, it was Trey Johnson, who was like one of the best players with yeah, Trey Johnson was one of the top guys there with AJ Debonsa in that one. Henry Visar been having a great game too. They got two guys with 20 plus points. Visar's got 20, drilling 4 threes on 7 for 11 shooting. 25 by Kobe Johnson. 9 for 15 from the floor, 3 for 7 from 3. Plus 23 by Johnson. Henry Visar, he's a guy who could be a spark plug in the rotation for this Hawks team. Like a big man that can stretch the floor. Because usually, their big men have been able to develop from 3-point range. They got some like physical big men that they have on their roster from like years past, like Okongwu. This Visar guy can really just be able to stretch it out. We get back to action. Start to the fourth quarter. Fall away. Pull up at the low block goes down. Dylan Mitchell. Double figures now with 11. Yeah, so many teams just passed on Visar. Fell all the way back. Back to 52. Offensive rebound by Atlanta. Pull up 3. It is good. Isaiah Wong. They got some scores on this team. Senak, Mitchell, and Darius, the 3 guys, double figures. 16 for Senak, plus 4 blocks. Dylan Mitchell, 11 points. Tucker Darius with 11, drilling 3 threes. Milos Uzan. Lost it all to bounds. It was off Atlanta. Inbound for the Celtics. Mitchell slides it off to Kyle Mangas. Kyle Mangas inside the key off the pivot. Mangas puts up the shot and couldn't count it. Traveling violation by Mangas. Yeah, not a good game for John Tonje today. Yeah, he was one of the guys in the two-way Contracts. Yeah. I think he played briefly for the Jazz, and then he got on a two-way late last year for the Celtics. We're down to under 9 minutes left to go. Hawks with possession, bumped into and fouled. Around the outside, reach and fall called on Uzan. Yeah, that Bulls Jazz game should be really good. Taylor Wilson, he went off in his summer league debut as the bucket is good by Atlanta. Yeah, that's the primetime game tonight. Chicago against Utah. That's at 9 o'clock. That should be a really good game. Missed shot from three, but the Celtics rebound went to Visar. Number 45, Isaiah Long with possession, finds Visar at the elbow. Visar powers his way, working on Mitchell. Off to the corner, teeing up the three, and got it. From the corner, it goes down. The Hawks just cooking tonight. Locked at the rim by Atlanta. Celtics maintain possession. Away from the play. Personal foul charge to Atlanta here. Stop the clock with 7:50. Dylan Mitchell on the floor alongside Chris Sinak, John Tonje, Milos Uzan, and Tucker DeReeves. They got 6 players on the floor. Yeah, Celtics got 6 players on the floor. Sinak right now is at the scores table. All right, so Sinak's at the scores table. Londas Williams was the additional guy that was on the floor. So Sinak will head to the scores table, not accounted for right now as he's not on the court. Tonje will be the inbound passer. He finds Uzan. Milos Uzan towards his left off the dribble. Slides it on top. Tonje takes the three is straight away, and he airballs it out of bounds. Yeah, this cannot happen for a guy who was battling for a two-way contract and had 2 solid games. Put up an average of like 18.5 points per game in the first 2 games for Tonje, but tonight, having a tough game, just 5 points in 19 minutes and 1 for 6 from 3. Racing up the floor for Atlanta, Gabe Madsen, his 3-point shot left short, rebound hauled in by Milos Uzan. Uzan skips it out to the wing. DeReeves fires a 3 off the mark. Sinak offensive rebound, kick out, wing a 3, no good off the mark, missed again. As Uzan maintained possession off the offensive board. Tonje in the corner. Finds DeReeves, sends it on top of Londas Williams, towards his right off the dribble. And got a whistle on the foul. Oh yeah, this is actually the 4th. That's right. My pardon here. This is the 4th quarter. Yeah. Seven minutes left to go. Alondes Williams left it short. A rebound out of the pack goes to the Hawks. Kobe Knox slides it off to the trailer. Outside on top with Kobe Johnson, and a 3-point shot bounced in. Been like that type of night tonight. Kobe Johnson, 4-made threes, got 28 points. Tonje stripped off the dribble, lost it, maintained possession, though, is DeReeves. Uzon into a three off the back rim, no good. Couldn't finish with a rebound tip in as it went off the hands of Williams. Back it goes to Atlanta. Outlet pass broke it up on the bounds. Went off the Celtics. Yeah, I'm going to end this poll right now because this game is not close. If you guys enjoy the stream tonight, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Inbound goes to Atlanta. Hawks take the 18-footer. Missed off the mark. Offensive rebound. Kobe Johnson out-muscles everybody, hustles everybody out, and goes up to the rim and scores the layup. Just by far the best player on the floor. Kobe Johnson putting everybody to work. And tonight in this game, Sanak couldn't finish at the rim. Tipped over to Grill. Grill runner scores the two. Finally, somebody else can score for the Celtics. Caleb Grill, first bucket tonight. 5.5 left to go. Runner, left shorts, and a foul attached to it. Free throw coming up at the line by Cameron Corhen, the rookie of the Pits. All right, we got 5.5 left to play here. This score quite lopsided, 96-69. Yeah, this Hawks team looks like they could very well win the NBA Summer League Championship for them. They're going to stay undefeated. They have an average win margin of 17 points that they beat their opponents by. And just total domination tonight. Their defense proving why they're the top defense in the Summer League tonight. They've locked down the Celtics. 14 points in the second quarter. And they allow the Celtics right now to score just 7 in the fourth. Hawks shooting 53% from the floor. Celtics have only shot 38% tonight. 16 turnovers by Boston, just 9 in the game by Atlanta. Yeah, the Celtics are trying to mold their identity to be an offensive rebounding team. They have outnumbered the Hawks 12-8 on the offensive glass. But big difference in this game. It comes down to the assist numbers. 27 assists for Atlanta on 35 made field goals tonight. Celtics 15 assists, 25 made field goals. The turnover's been crazy. Yeah, 15 assists to 16 turnovers, whereas the Hawks have 27 assists to 9 turnovers. Just when you turn it over 16 plus times in the game, you're just limiting possessions all around. Chris Sanak, he's just so raw for him. Had a really good game tonight offensively, but he has turned it over 5 times. 3 turnovers by Curtis Jones off the bench. Nick Pringle had 3 turnovers in 7 minutes. That is not how to make your way in a Summer League roster. When you turn it over almost as many minutes as you have. That's not how it should go down. Free throw is good. This is almost a 30-point game. 29-point lead for Atlanta. 5.5 left to play. Step back jumper. Top of the free throw circle. Missed off the rim by Day Thomas, the rookie of the Cincinnati. And the Celtics drew the foul. Boston will have a free throw coming up. What's good, Dennis in the stream? Welcome in. Beg my pardon, they will not get a free throw here. So not yet in the bonus was Boston. So no free throw just results in an inbounds. Pass broke it up out of bounds, went off Atlanta. Celtics have 3.8 seconds left in the shot clock. Inbound, corner, 3, got it. Chauncey Wiggins, first bucket in the night for the rookie of Florida State. Perfect off the inbound there. That's how you make a name for yourself, taking your first jumper of the game. Missed three by Atlanta. Celtics with possession. Day Thomas slides it on top. Caleb Grill from distance. Grill delivers. All right. Some of these players starting to step up here. Going to the bottom part of their bench, and these guys starting to make plays. Zeke Mayo flings it off to Madsen. Gave Madsen spin cycle off the pivot. Off a two. Delivers. Wow, that's a tough shot. Rookie of the Utah for Gabe Madsen puts his team up to the triple burger on the board. Jumper skidded off the rim short. Offensive rebound. Controlled by the Celtics, though. And the right-hand finish. Scoop score up and off the window. Number 51 scores the two with Hank Morgan. Rookie to Hamilton College, Division III in New York. Inbound, back their way down low. Traveling violation on Johnson. With 3:40 and under left to go. Just all out dominant by Atlanta. Learning experience tonight out of the Celtics Summer League squad. Chauncey Wiggins, pull-up jumper, no good over the cylinder. Offensive rebound, put back, flushed down by Nick Pringle. And a steal and a bucket. So right back for the Celtics by Day Thomas, the rookie from Cincinnati. Fighting to the final possession of this game, 181. Back to the free throw line will go Atlanta, shooting a shot. Abel, thanks for joining in. This game is on Amazon Prime. It's only got like 3 minutes and 10 seconds in it. So this game is coming down to the very end. The free-throw is good. (102-81). We approach the 3-minute mark left to go. Jumper from the elbow. That was by Thomas. And before that, personal foul picked up, charge to Atlanta. So one free throw coming up at the line. This will be the player that was fouled. Caleb Grill. And he makes the shot. Hawks by 29. McNeely slides it off to Visar. Visar missed the mark in this pass. McNeely moved off his spot, sailed to the Celtics bench, out of bounds. And this will take us to a timeout on the floor. 102-83 at 2:42 left to go in action. We're going to head to the timeout. All right, glad to have you guys join in, be a part here on the stream tonight. If you enjoy the coverage, feel free to keep on coming back. Next stream, I'm hoping to be back live on Wednesday night. Celtics against Kings. Hopefully, Celtics will look to see if they can bounce back in that one. That's at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesday. If you enjoy the stream, keep on smashing the thumbs up. Let's see what we got here. Summer League games going on today. Mavs lead the Grizzlies 28-24. Cameron Boozer has 6 points so far for Memphis. That game is with around 7 minutes left to go before halftime. Knicks beat the Pistons 86-75, and the Raptors beat the Pacers 94-93. To action. Jumper on the pull-up. It is good. That's a three-point shot made. So Celtics cut it down to 16. That is Hank Morgan who made the three. Hawks have possession. Isaiah Wong. Back out to the top. 6 in the shot clock. Teeing up the jumper. No good. Off the mark. Missed by Higgs. Broke it up on a bounce off the Celtics in the corner. Gonna stay Hawks ball. 2:12 left to go. Looks like Atlanta will burn a timeout here and talk things over. All right, so back into the timeout. 102-86, 2:12 remaining. Celtics on their best quarter of the game, outscoring the Hawks for the first time tonight. And the box score in the fourth quarter, 24-19. Hawks took the first 3 quarters in action. Yeah, it was a disastrous second quarter for the most part for Boston. They hung in the first quarter. 29-25, Atlanta took quarter number 1. Atlanta dominated quarter 2, 23-14. Celtics won on the scoring drought for like 5+ minutes in that second quarter. Third quarter, Atlanta took again 31-23. And Boston has pulled a win in 16. They've been down as many by 29 a couple times tonight. Henry Visar, 20 points. 4 made threes. Leading scorers, Kobe Johnson scored 30 points in 23 minutes tonight on 11 for 18 shooting. 4 made threes, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. Kobe Johnson, big time on the floor for him. Zuby Ejiofor did not play. Neither did Kingston Flemings for Atlanta. Celtics without Ugo Gonzalez and Amari Williams. All right, so we get back to action. Celtics with possession. Day Thomas made its way past the timeline. Hawks drew a foul. And a free throw coming up at the line for Boston. 2:04 left to go. They had fouled number 51, Hank Morgan, a rookie at a Division III Hamilton College in the NESCAC. Really good D3s out there in that conference. Tufts, Middlebury, Trinity, Connecticut. They were Final Four team a couple years back. They had a D1 transfer on their team from Trinity, from Tulane, one of the top defenses in the nation. Williams, Duncan Robinson played college hoops at D3 Williams. Yeah, they got some legit schools out there in that conference. Turnover charge to the Hawks. It's 102-88. Free throw before that was good. Minute 45 left to go. Celtics with possession. Thomas finds Morgan. Swings it down the roller. Nick Pringle lost it, and he turned it over. That would have gave them momentum. It's been a minus tonight for Nick Pringle. Yeah, some tough plays by him tonight. 11 minutes, scoring just 4 points, but he does have 4 turnovers. Turnover by Atlanta. Kick out to the corner. Going up on the... Went up for an up and down. Yeah, you can't do that there. Day Thomas went up on a jump shot motion. Basketball stayed with him. Had the ball bounce down to the hardwood and got it again. Turnover. Yeah, way too many turnovers by the Celtics tonight. It's now 18 turnovers as a team. Visar steps into a 3 off the back of no good. A rebound secured by Morgan. Final minute left to go. Racing up the floor, off the dribble. Bobbled it was Wiggins. Got it back. Top of the key for the Celtics. Day Thomas. Jacks up the 3 straight away from the play. Hawks with another foul. Stops the clock with 46 seconds. Back to the free throw line will go Boston. 1 free throw, number 40. Nick Pringle, the first year from Arkansas. Rookie of the Arkansas will shoot a free throw. And he drilled the free throw. He's going to have a second free throw too. So it's under 2 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. So both teams guaranteed whatever shots they'll attempt at the free throw line. In this case, it was 2. Pringle splits the free throws. And again, we have another foul. Loose ball call. Charge to Atlanta. So back to the free throw line will go Boston. Nick Pringle. Back to the line. Buries it. I beg my pardon. They got them on the lane violation. So no extra second reps opportunities with a pair. So that was just 1. They got the Hawks in a lane violation previous to that. 12-point game. Hawks out possession. Push pass outside. McNeely on the 3. No good off the mark. Rebound. Ripped away by the Celtics. Number 38, Day Thomas. Racing to the floor. Shovel pass and bobbled it. And turned it over was Pringle. Nick Pringle with a gift right in the basket off an incredible find by Day Thomas. An addition transition. All he had to do was dunk it. And Pringle couldn't squeeze it and lost it out of bounds. And the Celtics give a foul. And Atlanta will head to the free throw line. Yeah, hopefully nobody bet on the score for this game here. If you're trying to bet the Celtics to come on back, that's a heartbreaker with Nick Pringle. Inbound back to Atlanta. 10 seconds left. Hawks will just hold the ball, and the Hawks will pick up the victory today. Atlanta stays perfect. 3-0 for the Hawks. Celtics dropped their first Summer League game. They're now 2-1. And they were down as many by 29. Battled back, lost by 12 tonight in this game. Chris Sinak, 16 points, led the way for the Celtics. He had 4 blocks. Dylan Mitchell with 11, Tucker DeReese with 11. Mitchell finished with 2 assists. It seemed like he should have had a bunch more, but nobody else after that could really get going. John Tonje just limited to 5 points tonight. Curtis Jones got the start, had just 3, but yeah, they really going to have to clean it up. They had a bunch of turnovers tonight in this game. Finished with 19 turnovers, and Hawks had just 13 as a team. Hawks shot 50% from the floor, made 13 threes. The Celtics limited to 41% tonight in this game, and Kobe Johnson, by far best player on the floor, just out hustling everybody tonight. 30 points in 23 minutes, 11 for 18 shooting, 4 made threes, 7 boards, 4 assists, 2 steals by Kobe Johnson. 20 points by Henry Visar. He was solid tonight. Drilled 4 threes, and then 12 points by Devin Higgs for him. 2 steals and 2 blocks. Cameron Corhin off the bench finished with 10. Thanks all for joining in, being a part on the stream tonight. Hawks win by 12, 102 to 90. And I'll be off tomorrow, but hoping to be back live on Wednesday night. Celtics going up against the Kings on Wednesday night, 8:30 p.m. Feel free to join in for that one if you guys would like as well. If you guys enjoy the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and really appreciate you guys for being a part here on the channel tonight. Got a lot of good viewership on the Summer League stream. This was awesome. Thanks all for joining in tonight, and we're going to close out to the channel members. All channel members get a shout out each and every single one of my live streams. Big ups to the Apex Sports Network up in the membership. Once again tonight, back in the channel. We got Jason, John, Michael Bradley, Joe, Lonely Satellite, Warren, the Nija Player, Norma, Polson, Kelly, Ogie, Russell, Rydog, Asher's Fan for Life, Phil, All on the Prowl, I Am Ghost, Ian, Edith, Ice Ice Baby, XX Dev 5000, the Apex Sports Network, Elaine, Kilo Pitts, Yvonne, Otamura, Tyreek, Jason, Nico Loco, Janet, NCC, 7 Enterprise, and Martin. Thanks all for joining in, being a part in the stream. Hawks win against the Celtics in Summer League action, 102 to 90 the final score. And I'll be back on Wednesday night, Celtics against Kings. Feel free to stop on by for this one, and enjoy the rest of your Monday night.